Hi, this is Lynn with Educating Wisdom, and today I'm looking at God's perspective for global peace, Part 1, a week of remembrance. I'm representing, you might want to say, Heaven's ambassador. Heaven needs an ambassador. And I'm representing the office of the merciful and protecting goddesses, the virgins. We've just gone through a period whereby we've gone through a period of remembering our wounded warriors through the Invictus Games, right up through Armistice Day and Veterans Day. And as much as that's really important, God would like us to pound our swords into plowshares. In order to do that, we have to really look at the consequences of war and begin to feel the destructive nature on it. Because we spend so much time holding up warriors, we're not really looking at the victims of war. And one of the fastest ways to shut down war is to take a strong, honest look at the victim and the consequences of war, to see what is actually driving war. Driving war is economics, social cohesion, projection of your problems. All right, it can be as much as in polygamy, shutting down other competition with young men, even boys, and going out and getting women elsewhere. So God is looking to be able to, again, pound your swords into plowshares. And this is what the protecting and merciful goddesses, including the Virgin Mary, everyone's been praying for her help. And here it is. During the period of time after All Saints' Day, but sometime before the Veterans Day and Armistice Day, she would like 1, a day of ABCs and functional behavioral assessment on first day, why we go into war. Day 2, the impact of war on the earth. 3, the impact, the micro and macro impact of war. What the war does to your economies, to your emphasis, how it takes up time in your mind, all these things. And it's going to be important to look at geo-globalization so that we get our nose out of everybody else's business and deal with our immediate neighbors and looking after them, as well as ourselves in cleaning up our mess. So the impact on the earth. 3, what happens to children in war, both used as soldiers, children that are civilians that are hurt, killed, maimed, girls, boys, used as slaves, taken, raped, children that go in trying to save their families, searching for friends. That day will be used to honor them. Then we will be looking at the impact of war on women. That should bring us to day 5. The impact of war on women, civilian women. How are civilian women affected? How are they killed? How are they taken? How is their time used up? What happens in terms of the scarce resources that they can use to protect their children and their family? And then day 6, a day of bringing solutions forward. We are to spend some time and pick 3 major solutions every year that we are going to address for that year to help make war obsolete, to pound our swords into plowshares. Faith is going to be needed, and I have other things on site regarding faith. And then on day 7, we will have prayers, day of remembrance, and celebrations for the earth, for the children, for the women who have been civilian victims of war. Thank you. Maybe someday we'll have an Invictus Game for women and children globally that have been victims of war, the civilians.